So first, let's recognize how much heat is required. So the question is, what is Q to convert a mass of 22 grams of liquid water from this initial temperature of 85 degrees to steam, which is a final temperature of 115. This is a tricky problem because if we look at our phase change diagram, we have to consider that at first we started at liquid water, which was at about 85 degrees Celsius. Then we heated the liquid water to 100 degrees. At this point it boils, and then after it boils it becomes steam, which is here at the gas phase, and it gets heated up to, say, 115 degrees of steam. So there are a few things happening here. Number one is happening right there, and number one is going to require us to use Q equals M times C times delta T to calculate the change in heat, or the amount of heat it takes to take the liquid to the boiling point. Then we have point number 2 right here where it actually boils, and that requires Q equals M times delta H of vaporization. And then finally we have this point number 3 right here where Q is equal to M times C times delta T in order to raise the temperature of the gas from 100 to 115. So this is Q1, Q2, Q3, and at the end we'll take Q1, add it to Q2, add it to Q3, and we'll have a Q total when it's all said and done. So for Q1, we have the mass is 22. The specific heat of liquid is 4.184, so that's my specific heat as a liquid. And then my change in temperature is final, which is 100, minus initial, which is 85. And so once I plug in all of these values for leg number 1, I get 1,380.72 joules. The second step is where we actually boil the liquid, which is going to use Q equals mass times delta H of vaporization. So our mass is 22 grams. Our delta H of vaporization is 2260, which gets us this value here. And our final leg is leg number 3, where we are going to raise the temperature from 100 to 115. Mass is 22. Specific heat of a gas is 2.02. And then I did final temperature 115 minus initial, which was 100, and that got me 666.6. So now we're going to add up Q1, 2, and 3 to get our final answer. If I add this plus this plus this, we get a grand total amount of energy of 51,767.32 joules.